Notice in accordance with the new copy regulations, this episode of Quoth Raven is intended for ages 16 and up. While some of the content will feature sometimes kid-friendly, the context of the episodes will address adults and inform them of said content for them to research as consumers in service of their youth. In other words, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, teachers, librarians, etc. There is the possibility of adult language present on the episode as well. Rated TV 16 and up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Quoth Raven. Louis Sprite Raven. I'm your host. Louis Sprite Raven, 29-year veteran of writer, illustrator, and editor for comics, science fiction, fantasy, and horror, role-playing games, etc. And today is Monday, April 26th, Monday Comics Reviews for the week. So let's go ahead and get started right away. With back issue 126. Tomorrow's publishing for $9.95. Various writers and artists, genres, comics, history, and reviews, released April 21st, 2021. Pop Culture Avengers in the house. Hey, Raven. Hey, Pop Culture. This issue features a cool brand about. The theme is legacies for the issue, and it has legacy characters like The Flash, Ant-Man, the superhero team Infinity Incorporated. I was supposed to say the Green Goblin as instead of Ant-Man twice. Sorry about that. Had to rush through these at the last second to try and write these up. There's also an article about the father-son relationship of John Romita's senior and junior featured. This wasn't as strong of an issue as back issue sometimes is, but as each issue is a different topic, it really depends on your interest in the subject and theme of the issue. This month's issue was good, but not great. Usually I give it a 4 or 5. It's a 4 this month. It's recommended for ages 12 and up, or anybody who's interested in historical review of comics. Last few issues have been like a 5, 4.5, 5. This is a 4. But if you're really going to buy it for the Superman interview, with Brandon Routh, and the Romita interviews, or the Romita discussion. Our next book is The Bequest from Aftershock Comics, $4.99. It's issue number 2. Writer Tim Seeley. Artist is Freddie Williams 2. Colors by Jeremy Caldwell. Genre is urban fantasy. Released April 21st, 2021. What's about? They call themselves, the group is called War Party. They call themselves that. It's kind of like a D&D group from a different dimension called Tangia. They're brought over to Chicago in our dimension. They get split up as they're trying to find the forces of Epic Crave, who are basically taking all the monsters of Tangia who have been imprisoned and transporting them or immigrating them to Earth to be used as military-grade weaponry against an unsuspecting America in the underground of Chicago. Can our heroes stop this madness? Williams seems to be a bit more comfortable drawing the characters with this issue. The story's moving along at a decent pace. I don't have a whole lot more to say about the issue. It feels more like Freddy's stuff. Like I say, it just feels more comfortable with this issue than he did in the first. I gave the first issue a 3-star. I'm giving this one a 3.5. There's it's recommended for 16 and up because there's some language and stuff. If the language wasn't there and there's a little bit more, I don't know, a little more kiddie, I guess, than it is, I would go younger, but 16 and up is a good description for this particular book. Here's some art from it, if it'll load. There we go. This is on Tangia, and this is where they've got all the different monsters holed up in this pit with cells inside. There's like a beholder and a dragon and a centaur female. And they got the Master Key people, and they all get shot up by the orcs who have weapons from America that they brought over. And they're going to free them all up and load them all up into a truck and take them over to Chicago. And then here they are in Chicago, and they're fighting some sort of monster, and the monsters grab the kid, and one of the war party is hit him with a magic blast and freed the kid, and they get away from the monster. It's got some nice artwork to it. Yeah, back issue is a really good publication overall. I'm not knocking it by any means, but like I said, from issue to issue, it's different themes interest you, different levels of interest, basically. Next book is The Girls of Dimension 13, #1. I had Graham Nolan, the writer for the book, on a few weeks back. We discussed it a little bit, but not that much, because we were more talking about his Kickstarter, Alien Alamo. But this is his new book, Girls of Dimension 13, #1, $3.99 from Aftershock Comics. He's paired with artist Brett Blevins, with colors by Gregory Wright. The genre is fantasy supernatural. It was released April 21st, 2021. What it's about: 4 girls are brought together to live in a mansion in New York City, only to discover they are neophyte witches tasked to learn their new powers to become the protectors of this world from interdimensional demons. Think Charmed meets Doctor Strange, and you get the idea. Each girl controls magic related to one of the 4 elements: air, water, fire, earth, and one of them, the black girl, Nadira, can control at least 2 different elements. That's why she has 2 different color hands glowing, while the other 3 have only 1 color of hands glowing. This is a basic introduction issue, as will probably next issue be. It's solid. It's well told. It should be interesting to see where it goes, especially when the girls start getting into other dimensions and it gets all Steve Ditko-ish in the design for the other dimensions and stuff. And the dog is an interesting character too, which I don't want to spoil anything. The cover, as you see, the graphic-wise, did not scan very well. Let me go ahead and show you. Master Fan says, "Hail the Raven. Your dragon head," that's the artwork he ordered for me, arrived safe and sound this afternoon. Thank you very much. I will try to get a decent frame. Okay, you should be able to get a good frame for that, 8.5 by 11. Any respectable frame shop, or even Walmart, to be honest. But that being said, let me go ahead and pop back this. This is, as you can see, it's a lot better looking in the camera this way than it is from the scan. I don't know why it didn't scan well, but for some reason my scan was getting like these lines all the way down it, and there's no lines there. I don't know why it did it. I guess it was the way the fade of the power energy fade or something did it that way. But it's cool. But I'm glad that it arrived safe and sound, Monster Fan, and I'm glad. Did you like the piece? Are you happy with it? I'd like to know. You have 2 copies of the variant cover coming. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Glad to hear that. I'm sure Graham is too. Graham and Brett. That being said, let's take a quick look at a couple of pages here. Story-wise, it is reasonably paced. Nolan tries to give you enough of an info dump, but it's at a natural pace of sharing information between the characters as they introduce themselves to one another. Blevins does some very nice artwork. Wright's colors are well thought out throughout the book, but I do have to say I missed the soft color style that was done on the last thing I saw from Blevins, which was the Stellar Image series, science fiction series over at Image Comics. Again, like I said, the cover did not scan well for me at all. I don't know why. All in all, though, this is a really good start. Looking forward to seeing where it's headed. I recommend it for ages 13 and up. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Now we can look at some of the artwork. And as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward coloring here. Greg does a nice job with the color palettes. And then there, of course, they go in where they're told not to go. Some nice coloring effects on the mirror. A little bit of the Ditko-ish Doctor Strange effects going on there on that top cover, or top 4 panels on the right page there. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Glad to hear it, Monster Fan. Okay. So that's our artwork for Girls from Dimension 13. Number 1, again, I gave it 4 stars. Moving on to the next book. Orphan and the Five Beasts, number 2, for $3.99. Publishers Dark Horse, creators James Stucco. Genre is Japanese mythos fantasy, released April 21st, 2021. What's about? Mo takes on the first of the 5 beasts he must face, the Titanic Thunder Thighs. This issue is basically a flashback of Thunder Thighs' origins, intermixed with the battles between himself and Mo at the beginning. She tricks him into thinking he's got her trapped inside a giant bell that he can crush her inside of, but this was a ruse to allow her to get inside his defenses so that she can use her staff to slice and dice him, which she does quite effectively. Hilariously, though, this doesn't defeat him. She forgets he's a demon and not a human, and even though she just severed the entire top half from the lower body, a demon body pops up out of the lower half and controls the legs anyway, and the battle continues. It's really cool. Of course, she does have to win because otherwise the story will end, and she doesn't beat the 5 beasts. But I won't tell you how she wins. And I don't know why my pages aren't loading, other than the computer is just being fussy. Stucco is doing a really nice job with the storytelling now. And it has a very Japanese storytelling feel to it, but it has certain westernized sensibilities to it also. Very well done. It's one of Dark Horse's strongest books right now. Recommended for ages 16 up. I give it 4.5 stars. And here's some of the art for number 2. Again, this is where he's training with his legs. It's the Bumaye knee strike. It's like, I can almost picture, I don't know if you guys are into wrestling out there watching the show. It's either Shinsuke Nakamura or Kenny Omega doing the knee strike. I keep picturing this, But this is like the very beginning where they're explaining how he got the way he is. After they defeat the demon and everything, he keeps growing and growing and growing, of course. He stamps people in the forehead if he doesn't get paid, or he kills them outright by squeezing them between his thighs. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. But But Stokoe does a nice job overall. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's like I said, it is one of Dark Horse's strongest books right now. Our next book is Resonant number 9 for $3.99. Writer is David Andre. Artist is Skylar Patridge. Colors by Jason Wardy. Genre is post-apocalyptic science fiction. And is released April 21st. What it's about. Paxton begins to lose himself as he's falling under the influence of the Spiral, which is this group he's found himself with as he was exploring, trying to find resources for his family. With the help of Fern, he makes a grim discovery. I'm not going to get into the whole history of that. Meanwhile, the kids have set in motion their plan to take back the family cabin, which was overcome by a group of zombified cultists, basically. But what chance do they have against the fiendish preacher, the monstrous maw, and the insatiable zombie-type followers? Overall, it's a reasonable chapter story. The plot moves forward on every arc, with what's going on with both the kids and Paxton. The characters seem to be consistent in their behaviors. They haven't always been in past issues. There's really nothing to complain about here. It's just a solid overall issue. I recommend it for ages 16 and up, 3.5 stars. And this is part of their plan. The kids have lured the zombified cult followers who wear like bandages over their eyes so they don't have to see. They've already dumped them in the woods through like holes with stakes and stuff. So they've killed some of them and everything else. But one of the kids has already gone back and is going to try to kill the preacher. And unfortunately, as you can see, the big monstrous maw is behind her and will grab her. But I really don't want to give away too much more than that. And that is all of our reviews for today because I didn't get a chance to finish reading the comics I was supposed to over the weekend. I still have Tarna number... What number is this? 5, I think. Yeah, 5. I have to kind of like, Tarna number 5 and Usagi Yojimbo number 19 to read. So I'll review those on Wednesday. But we have this cool box that came in the mail today from Flesk Publications. And we're going to do a live unboxing. Let's see what we got. I know pretty much what I got, but you guys don't. So let's see what we got. Assuming it's all here. This tape will break. It doesn't want to break, even though I'm using the X-Acto blade. That's nice. There we go. Got lots of safe, sturdy paper to protect it. So I gotta pull out of here. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. they got all kind of tape all over this thing, trying to make it fun to open. Alrighty. There we go. We start with the Al Williamson and Mark Schultz Astounding Sketchbook, and it seems like I got 2 copies of it somehow. I'm not sure. I don't remember ordering 2 of them. I'm trying to see if they're the same book somehow. Yeah, they're the same book. Maybe they put 2 in there by accident, and I was supposed to get something else. I'll have to write them and ask them what that's about. I'll have to check my order. We got Carbon number 4. Mark Schultz. Well, what I'll probably do with that extra sketchbook is do a special giveaway if that wasn't something I was supposed to get or whatever. But I'm still gonna have to check with them and see what was what with that. There's a cool Carbon Mark Schultz postcard type thing. It's a little bit bigger than a postcard, but that's cool. Goes with Carbon. And then another postcard from Flesk Publications that has all kinds of different stuff on here with Tran McGuinn, Bruce Timm, Wendy Peeney, Terry Dodson, Al Williamson, Frank Cho, how to reach them, basically. And then the main thing. Al Williamson little card, Strange World Adventures, that goes with this nice big giant book from them. Yes, this was a campaign here, but let me go ahead and yeah, I'll get the creature piece shortly. Like I said, was this a campaign? Yeah, this is a Kickstarter campaign, but you can still buy it from Flesk. Yep. And it's a nice big 120, say 130 page book. Soft cover. There's probably a hardcover edition as well that's available, but I got the soft cover because I couldn't afford the hardcover. But you wanted to see that final on the. There we go. There you go. Whoops! I don't know why I dropped it there. Didn't go that far. I think when you left, I was only on like maybe 3 more minutes. Pop. So all right, cool. time right there. So that's what I got. There's a lot of cool stuff there. Again, I will have to check. In fact, I think I will do that real quick. If I can, let me see. Over here. For some reason, it's not letting me log in with Kickstarter now. And my kitty wants to play with all that paper, of course. That's all that sound is down there. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Now, back projects. I gotta update some stuff here. There's the projects I want. Well, all I was supposed to get was the paperback, 2 paperback books, so the sketchbooks are actually a bonus. So I'm doing good. What is that carbon book? It's a sketchbook by Mark Schultz. It's like the 4th in a series of sketchbooks a hit by him. Sorry about the light glaring from outside. Let me see if I can get that. There we go. That's better. You see blue line and straight up blue line, black pencils and pencils to inked versions. And I think the reason I got 2 of the Astoundings is because I got 1 for Carbon and 1 for the Williamson book. That's why they sent me 2, I think. So that would make sense, right? So, Zombie Full World of Oz. That's different. I presume you backed Ted's Grim 101 yesterday. That book has been fully funded. It was actually funded within 13 hours. It should have been, I think it was probably funded within 2 hours. It was almost funded within the first hour. It was like something like $750 in the first hour. He only had $1,000 goal. I like, your goal's too low, man. Like, you need to go like get some real goals, you know. But some real goals, you know. But okay, you did. All right. So that's pretty much it for the show tonight. I need to go cook dinner, get on things. Wednesday, I will be doing reviews again of Tarna and Tarna number 5 and Usagi Yojimbo 19. And I don't know what else. I'll probably do a few more reviews because I've got lots of stuff I'm still behind on my reading on, as well as let you guys know what I actually got from the comic shop. I know I got some other stuff coming in the mail. I don't know exactly what. I've got so much stuff I'm backing. Well, again, I thank you for that, Pop. I don't know if or when I can do a campaign, but if you want to back something from me, you can always order a copy of Wingman, The Art of Louis Bright Raven, Volume 1. It's $15. That's with the shipping and handling. It's a sketchbook. It's a little history book of mine, history and background, my work. Has lots of artwork. Where'd that blurry in the scope? Oh, I know why. Hold on a second. Let me change something real quick. There. Sunlight is now gone. But yeah, there you go. Inking samples of mine from before, early in my career. Larger pieces, inking sample. That was over Octane over Gene Ha. Over John Dennis for Thor, for Marvel. I'll let you look at it a little bit longer than that. It has some previews on some projects of mine as well. Spellseeker and Blake and Terra Intergalactic Thieves. I'm not sure which one comes first in the storyline. You order it from me right now. you go to you go Quoth Raven LBR72 at gmail.com on PayPal. And you can get it for $15. That's $10 plus the shipping and handling on PayPal to that address. And if you want a sketch of a character inside in this area right here, kind of like how Aaron does his on his channel, it's another $5. It's just a small head sketch of the character you want. And I'll show you what that looks like real quick. Say you wanted Usagi Yojimbo. That's what you would get. Nope, you can get it from me directly, Monster Fan. You can only get it from me directly. From the same way you bought the print or the artwork, the dragon artwork. It's limited to 500 copies. Although I didn't number it. I should have. What kind of raven? Do you want it to be like my raven? Or do you want it to be like a realistic raven? I mean, I can do anything you want as far as that goes. I just, cartoony raven or, realistic raven, however you want it. Just let me know. Like if you want that kind of cartoony raven in there, something like that. Or do you want, let me see if I can find it real quick. Like my insignia. Okay, like that one. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that one. I got two insignias, but I presume you mean the one like what's in the corner with the triangle, right? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Okay. Alrighty. Let me write that down real quick before I forget it. Pop culture. Raven. Any character drawing, as long as it's not nudity or something like, really grotesque. If it's something I'm really objectionable to, I'll say pick something else. But two people asked me for something that I would. Just not nudity or really grotesque stuff. And the person that wanted grotesque was they wanted me to draw Kitty Pryde naked in the bubble bath with Lockheed. And I'm like, no, that I'm not doing. I don't mind cheesecake, but there's cheesecake and then there's appropriate. Yeah, I buffered for about 10 seconds. Yeah, it's the connection I have. Any character drawing, yeah, anything that's not nudity or excessive gore or violence. In other words, like I don't mind drawing zombies, but I'm not gonna have too much blood and guts type stuff drawn out there. Mm-hmm. But mostly it's just like a head and shoulder shot type illustrations. Mm-hmm. Is that okay? I know I don't advertise my sketchbook. I should do that more. Let me see if I can find some more stuff here real quick. Okay. Like, I might draw like Zombie Brain or something like that, but yeah, Dr. Doom's fine. Yeah, I probably should. I think I will start doing that again. Um, Thank you for thinking of that, Pop. I just I tend to be more involved with promoting other stuff than promoting myself on the show. I don't know why, but you're right. I should promote my own stuff a lot more than I do. But you're absolutely right. And yes, Monster Fan, again, Dr. Doom is perfectly acceptable. So what I'll probably do starting on at least during the live draw sessions, I'll at least start showing that you can get the sketchbook from me. I might even start doing more sketchbooks like that. In fact, how about this? How about I do your sketches? Total is 20 is the total with the shipping. Wait a minute. No, make it 25 because I forgot they raised the price on the shipping. I'm sorry, 25. That'll cover it. I keep forgetting that post office raised their prices on stuff. Just give me a second. I got something in my. There we go. Okay, that's better. Yeah, 25 with the shipping. It was 20, but they raised it, and I had no choice because otherwise I won't make a profit on them. So, anyway, what I was saying, no, gentlemen, is what I'll do is I'll draw them. I'm supposed to do Mummy this weekend for live draw, but how about next weekend? I do those 2 sketches for my live draws in the sketchbook, so you can actually watch me draw them live. That'll be not this weekend, but next weekend. Does that sound all right? So that would be, let's see, what would that be? May 8th. Would be when I would do it. All right, gentlemen, that sounds great. I appreciate your support as always. Wasn't expecting that today. I should expect that, though. I guess I'm really appreciative. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll write that down. Got too many of them there. Just make sure I get that right. So I got that noted. Wash hands. Okay. You mean rub your hands together like, yes, can't wait. I got you. Alrighty, man. Okay, gentlemen. That is all for tonight, though I have to get going. I got to go get dinner. But I appreciate your support as always. In the meantime, everyone else who might be watching later on, if you want to reach me at Facebook, Lewis.BrightRaven. On Twitter, it is at LewisBrightRaven2 at dbnart.com/BrightRaven. You are watching Quoth the Raven, Lewis Bright Raven on YouTube. You can reach me at Quoth the Raven, LBR72 at gmail.com. If you wish to order a sketch off the art book, the art book is $10 plus shipping and handling, $15 plus shipping and handling, say $10 with the shipping and handling because of the way shipping is right now with the cost. Or if you can't reach me at the Gmail address, try lewisbrightraven at yahoo.com. We just went through Monday comics news and reviews. Wednesday, I will do more comics reviews, finish Tarna and Usagi Yojimbo, and also let you know what I bought at the comic shop this week. Thursday will be, I don't know yet. It's supposed to be Roundtable Talk. My guest this week has not confirmed. Friday night is supposed to be our favorite makeup effects artists. I'm still waiting to hear back from my 2 or 3 guests that I was hoping to get to talk on that. So hopefully we will have that settled before then. This Saturday and Sunday I'll be drawing a mummy because we had the drawing last weekend, and I ended up drawing Creature of the Black Lagoon, but people want me to draw the mummy as well, so I'll do the mummy this weekend for the live draw. And a kitty saying hello to everyone. He's got to feed me, even though I already fed him before I started the show for this very reason. But until then, I will see you guys later. Have a good evening, everyone. And I'll see you guys next time.